All right, so we're going to start talking about coordinate planes. You've done these before. Some of the things that we're going to do, there'll be some new things in here, but that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm just going to give you a basic overview of coordinate planes to start with. So sometimes you see they look like the one on the right, which is just a blank one. This is one where they've actually made it into a picture, so you may have seen these. How many people have actually done a picture before with coordinate plane? Okay, so you kind of have the idea. And this really is just a more fun way to practice than just drawing a bunch of lines and that kind of thing. That's the whole reason why people might give you something like this versus just lines. Because in actuality, it's a very important skill that you're going to need sort of when you get to 8th grade in high school and that sort of thing. But pictures are a fun way to do them. That's why we like to do them at this time of the year, too. So let's start with this one. And I just want somebody to come up to the board. Rachel, if you'll come up, we're going to plot some points. Hang on one second. Sit down for just 1 second. Let me finish saying it, and then I want you to come so they can see, okay? So we're going to plot some points. How many people have plotted a point before and you know what this is going to look like? Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you going to go to 2 on this one or that one? The bottom. Across, right? So we go across to the first number. That one, anybody remember what that's called? I'm having trouble with my words today. What's it called?
The Y.
The X.
Yeah.
So the first number is the X. Okay, so the second number we're going to go up to, that's called the Y. Very good. Now, Rachel, will you plot the point 2, 3 for us? Do me a favor, don't draw a line. Yeah, just draw where they meet. Yeah, because that can get confusing. Draw a dot where they meet. 2, 3. So, where they meet, they're right here. It's okay. Good. Perfect. Okay, now, choose a person and hand them the marker to do the next point. Okay, so you're going to do the point 3, 4. Good. Over 3, up 4. Choose the person to do the next one. Oh, hey, do me a favor. Come back and connect those two. Connect them. Yes.
Is this going to make a picture?
Okay, choose the next person. All right, so when we connected all of the points, we came up with this shape, which is a heart, okay? But you get the idea. One important key when you're doing, especially if you're doing a picture, is that as you plot your point, you need to connect it to the last one each time. And don't connect it to a previous one unless it says, at the end it says connect it back to the beginning. But always just connect it to the last one. Okay, that's the way to get them right. And you notice, too, as we went through them, I crossed them out. That's also very helpful because then you can remember where you are. Okay. Okay, so the first part is the vocabulary. So a coordinate plane is a grid with lines going across and down used for graphing equations, or, in our case, making pictures. But usually it's used for graphing equations. So there's something called a horizontal axis. It's also known as the x-axis. I would underline this or highlight this in your notes. So the horizontal axis, horizon, goes across. So the horizontal axis or the x-axis is the line going across. Okay, then there's also the y-axis, which is also called the vertical axis. Vertical axis, y-axis. So vertical is up and down. So it's the line going up and down. Okay, now, another important word we're going to need to know is quadrant. Quadrant. Okay, so the prefix quad means 4, like quarter, that kind of thing. So in this case, our coordinate plane is divided into 4 parts. They are 4 quadrants. So it's divided into 4 parts. So a quadrant is one of the 4 parts of the coordinate plane. They are numbered with Roman numerals. This is important because this is one thing where people sometimes make mistakes. So I would highlight that. They are numbered with Roman numerals. Okay, there's also something called an ordered pair. An ordered pair is simply a set of 2 numbers used to graph on a coordinate plane. It looks like this. It has a parenthesis, a number, a comma, another number, and another parenthesis. Okay, that's what an ordered pair looks like. I should have used white on this, shouldn't I? That's what an ordered pair looks like. Okay? And then the last one, plotting the point. That's what we were just doing a minute ago. Finding where those 2 pieces meet and putting a dot there. Okay, that's plotting the point. Now let's look at the hints. Okay, so these are down below. This is the one that you framed in red instead of red. It says, when plotting the first number is always x, and you're going to find it on the x-axis. Okay, the second number is always y, and you're going to find it on the y-axis. To plot, like we just talked about, you find where they meet. Now this part is the part that may be new. How many people are familiar with this numbering them with Roman numerals? Oh, good. Okay, good. So we always need to number them, and when I ask you what quadrant, you're going to give me your answer in a Roman numeral. It still says 1, 2, 3, or 4, but if you're writing it, you're going to give me your answer in a Roman numeral, because that's just the standard way that we record Roman numerals. And they are numbered counterclockwise, and we're going to talk about that more in just a minute. All right, so before we write anything on here, I just want you to notice a couple of things. Notice that the quadrants are numbered on here for us, okay? Most people, my brain wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's logical to me, but that's not how a coordinate plane is numbered. This one in the far right-hand corner is number 1. So we can remember it. Coordinate plane starts with the letter C. So let's draw a C, because if we draw a C, that's the number, the way that they are numbered. So if we start right here, put your pencil right there, or crayon if you want to, and begin drawing your C. So we have, oops, wow, I'm doing all kinds of crazy things. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's how you can remember which one is which. So draw a C on your coordinate plane. C stands for coordinate plane, and it helps us remember. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, like the shape of a C. Okay? I also want you to notice that there's something written in the corners for you. It may be easier to look on your paper than on mine, but it tells you, so if you're in the first quadrant, this one right here, the numbers are going to be positive and positive. So in other words, the x is going to be positive and the y is going to be positive. That's what that little thing means. Okay? Now, if we are in the second quadrant, this one right here, the x is going to be what? Negative, and the y is going to be positive. Okay? All right, if we go to the third quadrant, this one down here, the x is going to be, and the y is going to be negative. Do you see it? Okay, and then our last one. If we go to the fourth quadrant, this is how you write the Roman numeral 4. The x is going to be positive, and the y is going to be negative. Okay? All right, so those are just a few things I wanted you to notice about it. Okay? And notice also that this point in the middle is the center of it. That's where everything begins. So the positives go to the right or up. The negatives go to the left or down from there. Okay? That's how they work. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase the writing I have on my screen just to make it easier for you to see as we go in and plot these points. So we're going to plot them, and then we're going to talk about what quadrant they're in. So let's find the first one. It's 2, 4. So do this on yours as I do it up here. So 2, 4. So we're going to go on the x-axis over to the number 2. and up to the number 4. And we're going to put a dot there. So 2, 4. By the way, all dots should be on lines and not in between. Okay, occasionally I'll have a person who thinks that they should put their dot here. Not there, it's where the lines meet. So 2, 4. Okay, that's our first point. What letter did it have? What letter was next to it? A. So let's put an A next to it so we know that was point A. Okay, now, which quadrant is this one in? Quadrant number? 1. Quadrant number 1. Okay, right here, it's in quadrant number 1. All right, let's go to the second one. B is -3, -4. So remember, we go across first. So we'll go across to here, -3. I'm going to erase that dot in a second, but I wanted you to see where it was. And then I'm going to go down, since it's -4, down to -4. So my dot is going to be right there. -3, -4. You with me? What are we going to label that one? Point B. What quadrant is that one in? Quadrant number 3. Good, you're getting the picture. I don't see a lot of you writing, and I'm not sure why. Okay, let's look at C. -4, -3. So remember, I'm sorry, -4, +3. So we're going to go backwards to -4 right here. And are we going to go up or down from there? Up, right? Because it's positive. Up to 3. So -4, 3. That's going to go right here. That's point C. Put a C on it. What quadrant is it in? 2. Number 2. All right. The next one, 4, -4. So remember, we're going to go across to 4. We start here. We go across to 4. And then are we going to go up or down? To -4. Down to -4. So across to +4, down to -4. That's point D. Very good. Point D. And what quadrant is it in? 4. Don't forget it's IV. That's how you write number 4. Now the last 3 have special names, so we're going to talk about those. So the first one says we're going to go across to, I'm sorry, letter E, not the first one. E says we're going to go across to 0. That means we're not going to move, but then we're going to go up to 4. So in other words, we're going to start right here in the middle, and we're not going across to anywhere because it says 0. This one is 0. So, but we are going to go up to 4. This one has a special name. We say that instead of being in a quadrant, it is on the y-axis. It's called y-axis. So if it asks you what quadrant it's in, you put y-axis. Okay, so the next one, are we going to go across? Yes. Yes, we're going to go across to what number? Oh, sorry, I forgot to label that one. Let me go back real quick. That was E. Okay, so we're going to go across to? 4. Are we going to go up or down? Neither, right? We're going to stay there. So we'll go across to 4, and we don't go up or down. So we're going to put our point right here. What do you think that one's going to say it's on? Very good, the x-axis, because that's where it is. And label that one F. So this one is x-axis. Huh? Oh, you won't. You won't. All right, now our last one says 0, 0. So it means we go across to 0 and we go up or down to 0. We don't move. In other words, we're going to stay right in the middle. Anybody know the name of that point that's right in the middle? It has a special name. It's called the origin. It's called the origin. So put that right here. O-R-I-G-I-N. Origin, right? Because origin, original, Originate, that's where something starts. So remember we said everything starts in the middle. That can help you remember that the name of this one is the origin. It's the origin. So 0, 0 is the origin, and that is point G. I'm going to write point G on there too.